What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 259 of the Good Kraken podcast. I am one of your hosts today, Ernell Pearson, alongside the inevitable one with the Marvel Cup, Devin Brevin, the dude. How are you, good sir?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Devin, how's your week going, dog?
Really good. Actually, really good.
Great. I'm glad you're very vague about
No,
that.
honestly, I had a really good day yesterday. I took somebody on a date, went to the Marvels.
Okay.
We'll talk about that part in a second. Then we
right.
went and saw Broadside and This Wild Life right after the movie.
Okay. All right. How was that?
Yeah, it was really good.
This Wild
really
Life
good.
Fucking dope. That's a good band.
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually a really entertaining show. They did a Toy Story theme to this tour.
Ooh.
And they pulled it off really good. They even had DJ Zerg there and did like a little emo night in the middle of their set, and they did a whole back and forth. And like This Wild Life kept playing like choruses from their covers
like,
that they
got
did.
A friend in me, and they would do it.
Dude, they played Sleepwalking. Their acoustic cover of Sleepwalking.
Yeah, good song.
Yeah, that shit was so good. But yeah, and then went home and got some Truly margaritas.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say. Okay.
And then watched the first 2 episodes of season 2 of Invincible.
Also not what I thought you were saying. Listen, I support you in all your endeavors. Actually, just half of them.
Just half of them?
Half your endeavors.
Technically, those endeavors are going back to half of the endeavors.
Good. Yeah, exactly. Which is why I'm going to be much happier here pretty soon.
They're average?
Yeah, they're going from huge to average.
To average, yeah. To average, yeah. That's exactly it. But speaking of huge, I almost said average.
Either way.
We have good Krakens. Yes, our baby boy.
I mean, you could have said average and you'd be correct. Very on the nose if you said average. But thank you for it's flattering.
Huge. Yeah, you gotta say it like DJ. Huge.
My head is huge.
How is your average week going?
Like my head, like the on top of my body.
Yeah, of course, yeah. How's it feel to be 6'5" today, right? DJ? How's it feel to be 6'5", man? Yeah, I love it. I love that. DJ, how are you?
If it was smaller, I'd be 5'6", dude. But I'm 5'8" right now.
Huge. Hey, you're taller than Ernell.
Fuck off. Fuck off. DJ, how are you this week, my good sir?
Doing good, dude. Catching up on sleep, dude. Finally, just having a little bit of calm before school starts ramping up again. And I have to deal with group members and group projects and finals projects and final tests, exams, and shit like that. So I'm just ready to graduate.
Aren't we all?
I'm ready for you to graduate too, and then move
to
here.
Portland. Yeah. Be good.
My other friends, they're like, let's just all get a house in the Pacific Northwest. I'm like, oh man,
yes, that's huge.
I mean, like
that's huge.
That's not average shit. That's huge shit.
They want to move to Seattle. So
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Please.
I'm gonna be the one. I love living in Portland. I couldn't live in Seattle personally, but Seattle's bomb, and it's only a 3-hour train ride from us. So if your options are Seattle or staying where you're at, fucking move to Seattle.
I mean, I'll just live in, I'll have the house in Seattle, and then they just bunk with one of you guys down in Portland.
There you go.
There you go.
For the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a pretty big house, actually.
There you go.
A haunted house, actually.
It is haunted.
It is haunted.
Oh, guys, there was some shit last night. There was some fucking shit last night. So I had my date over.
Not in the toilet?
And we heard
Yeah.
we heard someone sigh, like someone do like an expressive like
Dude, it's the ghost.
It
Like,
was me.
when are
And
these
then-
fuckers gonna
and then
leave?
And then we both looked at each other and then we realized like Amos was
What's
the
that?
other direction, but we heard it very clearly coming in the direction of the kitchen, and
Shit.
we were the only people home. And we sat there and looked at each other and we're like, the fuck?
Wait,
And then it gets even better. Then there was weird thumping noises coming from like the garage and over us.
So what it
and it was
sounds
like,
so
like-
you heard a
dunk,
sigh in the
dunk.
kitchen. So like
Yeah.
they're like, dude, who? They're like, where are the spices, man? Where's the
No,
Well,
it
okay,
was
so,
like
but-
it was like you
Big
ask
sigh.
your. It's like it was the kind of sigh when you ask your father a question and they're not
was
happy
stupid as
with the
shit.
question,
Yeah, yeah.
and they just go.
they're like, so you take the thing and you
Yeah, right.
you know.
Yeah,
Well, see, the question I have for you is, what were you guys watching, and or what were you guys talking about?
We were watching Invincible.
Yeah. So the ghost is like, you know what I mean? Like,
That
Yeah,
show
like,
is so good with
Of
the
all
fucking-
of the things.
yeah. No, what it is? The ghost is upset you weren't paying. That's what it was.
That was later.
Sweet Jesus.
Nice. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Speaking of banging, though, we also have the queen of bitchin' herself. It is our wonderful Genesee Gabrielle, aka Genesaw. How are you today, love?
I'm good, dude. My week was fucking bitchin'. This week
Nice.
was like unparalleled in the simplest ways. Like there's something to be said for weeks that are like extra. Like the week of my wedding was like, you know, like one of those things you're like, oh, this week is gonna last me forever. But there's something about a week that just had a lot of really simple things go good. You're like, damn,
Yeah,
Mhm.
actually.
I don't think I deserve this.
So
This is
I relate with you
yeah.
on this level, except for that very last part. But that's why I sat there earlier and I was just like, my week was good. It
Yeah.
was just good.
I wish I could say that.
I woke up on what was it? I think it was Thursday morning. The SAG-AFTRA strike ended. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
Yep.
finally got
Yeah.
all of the behind the scenes shit we've been missing for months.
Yep.
We get like and like Red, White, and Royal Blue was one of my big like movies that I was super pumped for this year, and the fact that the cast couldn't talk about it really sucked because the cast was a huge part of that movie for me. I got to see all of the gay shit. It was amazing. Then I go on Spotify to just, you know, play some music, and you know what Spotify did this week? They added audiobooks.
Yep. They sure did.
Mm.
They sure did.
They added audiobooks.
Wait, that's a thing on here now?
Yeah. On Spotify?
Dude,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is a capital T
I'm
thing.
looking.
You
Yep.
get 15
Oh!
free hours of audiobooks
Yep.
every month.
Look, right there, as soon as I
Yeah,
open it
yeah.
up.
Yep.
Amazing.
Oh!
Yep. That's it, man. It's fucking Spotify.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Browse audiobooks.
Yeah.
See, I knew it was a good reason I chose Spotify over Apple Music.
Literally.
Mhm.
So then I'm sitting there minding my own good business, swiping
Yep.
through all the
As you
cute
do,
gay
yep.
pictures that I get, listening to a gay book that I got for fucking free because I already
Hell
paid
yeah,
for
fuck yeah.
Spotify Premium.
Yep.
I
Same.
had a good work day. I went to yoga, like a nighttime yoga that was super chill. I had a wife that went to a concert and she came home to me and snuggled me. I was living my fucking life this week. It was amazing.
Oh yeah.
It's a good week. That's a good week.
Oh, they have all the Game of Thrones on here.
Genesaw,
Dude,
I am
they
gonna make
also
I am gonna make the
Yeah.
call for you to move your mic closer. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
Oh
do
yeah, absolutely. They also have like some okay, I listen to a lot of audiobook. I try to listen to as many audiobooks as I can through the library because
Yes.
those are also free. Sometimes you have to wait for them a bit.
Yeah.
But the problem I have with the library is I like a lot of really niche gay books. Like I like gay thrillers, gay mysteries, gay romance.
Yeah.
And the library's pick of those is like they usually have the bigger queer names, right? They don't have a lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the smaller, more niche, like indie artists, which I fucking love. They're like I love a lot of the contemporary stuff too that's bigger. But Spotify Premium has like all of my gay sociopath books. They have all of them. My gay psychopath, my little gay murderers. They have them. They have them all.
Hell yeah.
Guys,
Rights.
guys, they have all the Star Wars audiobooks.
Yeah, Star Wars. Let's
This is
go.
you're not gonna know what to do with all this, man. Yeah, this is awesome because I've had Audible for the past like I don't know, 8 years basically. And I have like 40, maybe 38 credits now, like saved up. That are just like unfucking used. So what I planned on doing was just using all of them on fucking everything and anything that I possibly can, and then just cancel the subscription because you still get to keep them. You still get to fucking keep them. So
yeah,
but
you
then
get to keep the books, but if you cancel your subscription, I think all of your credits disappear.
Correct, which is why I want to use all the credits first. So I just want to get as many fucking books as I possibly can, cancel subscription, and just move over to Spotify for any new ones that I want to get.
You know what you can do with your extra credits? If you don't find like 38 books that you think you'll read, you can actually gift your credits to someone else.
Oh, I did not know that. That's actually cool. Are you trying to imply something?
No, but if you felt the goodness in your heart to send some of your ridiculous 38 credits to your favorite by icon, Genesee Gabrielle, I wouldn't refuse.
Hey, listen, if I can support your gay sociopathy as much as possible, I'm here for it. You know what I mean? But speaking of gay sociopathy,
Ernell!
This is the Good Kraken Podcast. Your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv. It's Good Kraken Show. If you're on this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics of the show, get exclusive post-show content, and soon have early access episodes before they go live on podcast and video services across the digital sea.
Yarg.
But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record this show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. But if you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime, DJ.
Prime
Gaming. And we would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you that are listening or watching at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. That bell was actually pretty nice, to be honest with you. I like that. I like that bell. If you can keep up on that, we might have to make that a consistent thing.
It's the Taco Bell bell.
It is. I know.
You don't like Taco Bell.
I know. We all love Taco Bell here. You know what I'm saying?
And just when I need to get out, I'm just going to be like,
okay. All right. Genesee.
Yeah.
We have some captain's orders, my dear. Guys, please make sure you join us on December 7th at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time for our live reactions to the 2023 Game Awards. Feels good, man. Feels good.
It's going to be an event.
I'm so excited for that.
the ages.
So make sure you get your time off work, gents. And you guys.
Yep, I'm going to put in my 2 weeks.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I already put in for it. I'm going to have the day off.
Hell, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm getting off work early, but I'll be getting off at like 2. So I'll be getting here at like 2:40. And then I'm just going to be like, all right, layout and all this other shit and get everything ready.
Dude, I like pulled the whole like, hey, I need to be off by like noon that day because I start at 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, and then Montana looked at me and he's like, dude, just take it off. And then I found out I get one Friday every month paid off. Completely paid off, doesn't come out of my PTO. I just get the day off. He's like, yeah, just use it for that.
Yeah, that's right. I found out the other day I have 84 hours of vacation time saved up.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, can I?
You need to take advantage of that.
Well, I was like, can I cash some of that? They're like, yeah, how much? I was like, I don't know, like 20 hours. They're like, yeah, sure. And I was like, fuck, okay. So I got like an extra like $511. It was dope. It was fucking dope. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. And I spent it all on porn.
Checks out.
Yeah, all of it, every single dollar.
All I have to say for you is just
Daddy, chill.
Okay, DJ, what was that?
Like in like highest quality, like how many videos? Like 4K,
full 4K, full 4K. Yeah, I actually found 28
like
OnlyFans.
You get full access to the websites, or is it just like?
It was a variety. We like ethical porn, so I just found 13 different OnlyFans creators.
Yeah.
Dropped like $100 each. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I was investigating Ernell while this happened, and I pulled a clip for you.
You probably think because of the beard that I'm really hairy, but I'm not.
Shit. Also, guys, just as a heads up, for Thanksgiving and Black Friday, we will not be doing any content. We're going to take that time to spend time with our families and eat dank food and buy things that we probably cannot afford.
Yeah, I'm gonna start tackling people to get to a 70-inch TV.
I was gonna say, what are you know, no, let's save it for a shipwreck. Let's save that conversation. That's gonna be a good shipwreck conversation. Guys, let's get into the juicy stuff. DJ, what are we doing next, my friend?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, better protect your goddamn neck, because we're going to the gallows. Splash.
That was rad. Actually, I'm here for that too. That was very good. So you gotta keep these in your mind and say, all right, that's gonna be the one.
I'm thinking about this.
I like it. That's my shit, dude. I like that. Guys, the Marvels review. We're fucking doing it because we all saw it this week, and we are very excited to talk about this movie with each other and with you guys at home. Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, has reclaimed her identity from the tyrannical Kree. Oh, God, I'm a little burpy. Sorry. And taken revenge on the Supreme Intelligence. However, unintended consequences see her shouldering the burden of a destabilized universe. When her duties send her to an anomalous wormhole linked to a Kree revolutionary, her powers become entangled with two other superheroes to form the Marvels. Girl Spit is tuning in from Dublin. Excited to hear y'all sakes. Girl Spit, it's good to see you. I hope your trip in the UK is going great.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
Good trip.
Food is not seasoned there, I bet.
The Marvels released on November.
That was a really good one, DJ. That was very good. Initial. It's in Dublin. Oh, no spices.
Holy fuck. That was not what I was expecting to hear.
Boy, you want to get fucking fish and chips. You want to go down to the chippy.
Yeah, me wall bottle.
Chinese takeaway.
Takeaway? Do they say it like that? Do they call it takeaway?
No, they say we get a Chinese.
Well, she's in Ireland, not England.
But this does prompt a really important question. DJ, do you and I read the same books?
No, I don't read books.
Anyways,
I don't know how to read.
Released November 10th, 2023. Directed by a Nia DaCosta. Oh, there we go. There, Girlsmith's correct. It's takeaway, not to go.
I said takeaway.
Yeah,
you did. I asked if it was really takeaway. That's what I asked. Yeah. I didn't know that.
I watch the same TikToks.
You obviously know what we with DJ and I do.
Directed by one Nia DaCosta, a phenomenal director. Music by Laura Cartman, who has done some stuff before in What If and Miss Marvel, with a budget, a budget of $274.8 million and a box office so far of $21.5 million, which fortunately is the lowest a Marvel movie release has been up to this point, collectively as a whole. So we will see if that racks up this weekend. Runtime of 1 hour and 45 minutes, making this the shortest Marvel movie to date. Beating out Thor, Dark World, and The Incredible Hulk at 1 hour and 52 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't feel bothered by it at all.
Yeah, it felt okay. It felt all right. We'll dive into it, but yeah, good time. The Bechdel test is a measure of representation of women in film and other fiction. The test asks whether a work features at least two women who talk to each other about something other than a man for more than 1 minute of screen time. Does the Marvels pass the Bechdel test? It absolutely does.
Feels hard.
Good, man.
So hard.
Feels good. Mm-hmm. God damn, I'm happy about that. Let's get into some fishy fun facts, guys. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Due to the 2023 SAG-AFTRA actor strike, much of the pre-release marketing for the Marvels did not include the involvement of the film's actors. Funnily enough, the settlement that brought an end to the strike was ultimately reached just a day before early previews for the film began rolling out. This was similar to the marketing for season 2 of Loki, which was also affected by the same strike. After the strike ended, Iman Vellani made a surprise appearance before a showing of the film at the El Capitan in LA. Could you imagine going to see the movie? You're like, oh wow, this is gonna be great. And then fucking one of the actors comes out and like, hey everybody. I was like, what the fuck, dude? And you didn't know it? That'd be so rad, dude. That'd be so rad.
I'm still like fucking like it's still so fucking cool that her first role ever is Miss Marvel. And she just is continuing.
And this is her first movie she's ever been in.
Yeah, and she's just killing it. She's only been in a TV show and a movie now, and she's just killing it. You know,
just having the best time.
And like, you can see like her fandom really come out. You know, it's so cool.
We'll get there. We'll get there, my friend. Aladna is a planet where everyone communicates in song, which is perfect for Brie Larson, who not only can sing, but has even released an album back in the day.
Her dress looked really nice.
Yeah, it did.
I loved that.
That dress looked dope. That dress looked dope.
That just looks so good.
In an interview with IGN, Nia DaCosta revealed that Final Fantasy VII Advent Children was a key inspiration when pitching the Marvels to Marvel Studios. Genocide does not know what that is, but me and Devin certainly fucking do. That movie's
I watched
lit.
it the other day.
It was lit, dog. Using a couple of scenes as reference points, she spoke highly of the film, specifically a, quote, great ending sequence with the main character being thrown into the sky by all the other characters, end quote. That's fucking hot. That shit went hot. That shit went crazy, dude. Like, someone pitches that to me, and I'm like, yeah, fucking yeah, we're doing that. Here, just take my money. Show me when it comes out. Just like in the first film, Brie Larson had to use a stunt double in scenes where Carol is in the same room with Goose due to her being allergic to cats in real life.
I don't think I knew that.
So sad.
Yeah, it fucking sucks, man. Being allergic to cats, I fucking hate it. I still do it anyways. I'll still like cuddle our cats.
Yeah,
and then I regret it. Yeah,
I love kitties.
I like plan my cuddle days with the cats and say, oh, I took my medicine this morning, and so I can fucking, you know what I mean. So that way, I don't.
Naomi's allergic to Gemma, and Gemma sleeps on her pillow.
Damn.
Is Gemma secretly trying to like off her? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Gemma is a lot like a cat. So
Gemma's like, if I rub my butt on this enough,
they'll get pink eye and
it
die.
hasn't worked yet. So
yeah.
That's so funny, guys.
Gemma's playing the long game.
Oh yikes! Let's get into.
What the hell is even that?
I love that video. It's one of my favorite videos on the internet. Let's get into the good stuff. The Marvels came out. We all watched it. Devin, what are your top level thoughts of the Marvels?
All right.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Go on.
The movie was very surprising in a very good way. I'll just say it up front. It's been a while since we've had this entertaining of I need that sound clip now. But it's been a while since we've had a Marvel movie just be this entertaining from front to back, in my opinion. I was just in the right mood for it. I was stoked about it. After I saw a lot of the reviews come out, a lot of my worries kind of went away. Which, yeah, I know I let reviews sway my opinion in a sense, but I didn't like read them. It was just more so seeing the numbers, you know. I have so many sound clips loaded up, like ooh.
Okay, stop. Hate it here.
I don't know why we needed that.
But anyways, Iman Vellani fucking stole the show. This was her movie, in my opinion, like 100%. Especially with the way that her family interacts with all the other characters throughout the movie, and it was really nice seeing them be a big part throughout the whole movie. Actually, they weren't just like in the very beginning before she goes off on her adventure. It was a very consistent theme through it, and I really like that they continue to bring that inclusion as well to the cinematic screen. You know, especially right now with what's going on and how we're seeing people talk. So really good to see that. I thought the CGI was really good in this movie too. compared to some of the previous ones. I did have one big thing, one big caveat to Miss Marvel. As we know how strong Miss Marvel is. We've all seen Endgame at this point.
Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel?
I mean Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Captain Marvel. My apologies. You flew through Thanos' ship. Like, why? Why didn't you just do it again?
I mean, she
But
does.
they
She
did
does
tell us
for
why.
she does for a
Yeah.
part.
No,
I do
Not the
get
main ship though.
I
why
am,
not
I
just
am
do it
picking
again?
up. I'm picking up what you're putting down because it did. I don't know if any of you all also felt this too. It did kind of feel like she was like down powered in this.
Yeah,
In a weird way.
Yeah, and
But she also was. Oh, am I allowed to say that?
I don't think that's necessarily a spoiler.
Yeah.
How she would be a spoiler, but I mean, like, yeah, she kind of is. I think that like,
or
yeah, I don't know. I don't
you
want
could
to
argue that. I don't know. I don't know if this is a spoiler. I hope probably it's not. But maybe rather than her being down powered, she is more equally matched in power by adversary.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I don't want to derail Devin. Continue on, my friend.
I it's just like, it's like, why didn't you just fly through the ship that's making them do all the things that they're doing? Like, you did it to Thanos.
Yeah.
Like, and his ship was way bigger.
Yeah.
And way more powerful.
I mean,
Like,
it's explained. It's explained. It's
No,
not. It's
no,
not.
no, like,
It is. It's explained. We see it. They say it, and
but
they're
even
like, fuck.
after the
But
fact,
it-
she's flying through other people's ships, but she can't do it to that one.
It does feel like a cop out. I get it.
Yeah,
Continue on. Yeah.
Like, smart thing would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take out the thing that makes them go places, so I can stop them from doing it right now. You know. But
I know, Genesaw. I know. We'll get there. Devin, continue on.
But other than that, I thought the movie was fun. Watching Iman Vellani like communicate with everybody and seeing her fandom of like Nick Fury and Captain Marvel and just like the whole like Avengers thing. It was awesome, and it was just like hilarious with the way that her family was interacting with all the characters too. I thought Brie Larson brought a little bit more emotion to Captain Marvel this time. There's a lot more character between her and other characters in this movie compared to previous appearances. And Monica Rambeau was just fucking sweet. I like seeing more of that character. I want to see more of them as well. I like how smart of a character she is, and how dumb the other people were trying to talk to her about it, and how she would just recognize it and just be like, oh, it's just this. And then everybody would be like, oh. But that and Goose, man. Goose was great. I just love seeing him on Captain Marvel's shoulder when she's flying and his little ears tucked back. So just the little things. So yeah.
All right. DJ, your top level thoughts on the Marvels. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, I went to sneeze earlier and I forgot to unmute.
That's all right.
I was surprised too. I don't think the marketing for like like some of the trailers we saw for the Marvels didn't really do this film justice. You know, because like what I got like from the trailers, it just didn't seem like there was gonna be much to like really like sink my teeth into. But after watching it, I'm like, you know, that perception of it really like definitely changed. I really enjoy this movie. It's pretty fun. Teyonah Parris's or Monica Rambeau's did really well. I'm glad to see her character a lot more and see how they've expanded on like her story and her lore a little bit. Also seeing Kamala Khan and you know, her nerding out, freaking out, and meeting you know, Captain Marvel, her idol, and seeing that dynamic of them like switching you know, switching places and powers and stuff, or not switching powers but switching places, it's really sick. And I think it like them bonding over that is a cool way to tell that story. And making them come together. The action scenes are pretty good. The fighting and the choreography, they very fluid, and it's not hard to like keep track of things. It's very efficient, but also like pretty flashy, which I really enjoyed. Um, I I don't know about you guys, but I think the runtime does, like, I do feel like the short runtime. I feel like there's like in certain cuts, like certain transitions, I feel like there was like an extra scene, in between, like going to different locations or a different like set piece or area. So I feel like there might be a of course there probably is a more extended cut of this film, which would probably like make it feel like more full. If that made any sense? Like there's
Sure,
like
sure.
yeah, it's like when you have a full pizza and like you can cut like in the middle like a strip and then like put it back together, so it's like slightly smaller but it still looks relatively the same. That's what it feels like. I'm still getting a meal, but like I could have had like the whole thing, right?
Okay, sure.
I'm missing out on the diameter of the pizza. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I did want to say I think these action sequences with the choreography, I think they were kind of some of the more fun action fight scenes that we've gotten like in the greater MCU. I mean fun, not like the best, but like when you look at fight scenes in Thor or Captain America, it's really straightforward for the most part, right? Where this one had it was more creative with the way that the characters were moving, is what I thought too.
Sure.
And the way that they set it up, especially the first time that they all start switching places and then the Kree start getting teleported places with them, and then watching everybody in those different situations react to that fight scene and how it keeps changing with them changing places.
Yeah.
I thought that was really fun.
DJ, continue on.
Yeah, and I totally agree with Devin. Like it felt more creative, felt more fun, because like just seeing like not everyone's gonna be like, not every superhero is gonna always try to go for like the most efficient move and stuff like that. It's cool to see superheroes be flashy and be more like extravagant with their powers, like seeing Miss Marvel like make platforms for the other Marvels to like jump on and jump off of, and like that type of synergy. It's super sick when like she could easily just make a fucking fist and just go wham like that. So I prefer like have that type of strategy and stuff that goes on, that cool flashy moves. Music good. The locations. What was that place called with the singing? It's
Aladdin.
Aladdin. That whole sequence, it was really cool. He's bilingual, like so.
Yeah, that's so good.
Also, Miss Marvel, with how she was dancing through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it's so
on
sick.
point.
And yeah. And they also got freaking Park Soo-joon, dude. That guy's fucking, dude. He's like fucking
So beautiful.
That guy looks so
He's so beautiful,
pretty.
dude. What the fuck,
What a
man?
pretty man. Like that.
Yeah.
I went and saw this with Cardboard King in chat on Thursday night, and like I audibly said, "Fucking of course he's the prince." Like this beautiful piece of shit. Of fucking course. Like
It's always the trope of like like a marriage for like legal reasons. All the prince or whoever is married is always like ugly. Like that's the trope. Like, or like not really favorable. So like when he popped out, I was like, whoa, and then like fucking Captain Marvel immediately switches into the dress. I'm like, what's going on? What's happening?
It's not diplomatic issues why they got married.
I was like, there's a lot of emotions right now. I was like agreeing with what Miss Marvel was saying. Like I have so many feelings for both of them right now. I think that's what. That's the exact line. But and then I think Monica Rambeau chimed in. It's like like how many chapters of your fan fiction are you like thinking in your head right now?
Yeah.
So many.
She's like, so many.
So many.
So many. Like, dude, I agree. I would too. Just seeing the sequence. But that was a really cool scene. I love the kind of like there's not really there is a main plot line that they stick to, but like I feel like every other subplot is like equally as important. Like and it is important to each character, and each of the actors in the as the main characters really convey that. You know what I mean? Like there's some internal struggles, there's some this is just this film goes a little bit deeper than just, oh, we're fighting a bad guy. And there's like some like gimmick that it forces us together. There's more to it than that. And it gets like it's slightly political in a sense. With the Skrulls. The Skrulls are also here with the Kree and stuff like that. And I think the film wraps up pretty nicely. Darben is pretty cool. I wish we could have seen more of her. That's what I meant. Like, if the runtime was a little longer, I felt like they could have established her more as like a leader that wants to get her people back by any means. You know what I mean? I wish there was more scenes of her, like, I guess not make her morally gray like everyone asks all the time, but like at least like show the perspective of her, like what she thinks she's doing, like she's doing her best, like in what she thinks is the best for her people. Because like you can still be evil and still believe, like freeing your people, type stuff.
True.
But yeah, I think the movie wraps up pretty nicely, and then it goes into the implications for the ending, and then the mid-credit scene.
And then
is
and
huge.
then that.
Yeah,
shit.
Huge
Yeah.
for Marvel in general. It's actually
Huge.
It's actually
Huge.
Not average. Huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
very big.
huge,
Very
like
big.
nowhere near average. Nowhere.
I would say the ending of this movie and that scene, both huge.
Yeah,
I mean,
both of it.
I told you
in
guys in
tandem.
Discord that night when we walked out of the theater, I was like, y'all are gonna lose
Yeah,
your
I was
fucking
like,
minds, dude.
Arnell's just, he's just talking shit, dude. He's just whatever.
I mean, he does like Army of the Dead, so it is hard to
I mean, but then when it popped on my screen, I audibly gasped. Everybody
did.
Everyone in
Devin
our
is my witness.
it was wild because I told you guys, like, it's been so long that I've been in a Marvel movie in opening night and have had our theater react the same way together collectively, because like we thought we were going to get that with No Way Home. Devin, I know you remember, like, me and you were popping off more than anybody else in the fucking theater that night. But this was the first time in so long that something happened on screen and literally everyone was like, oh, like together, like out loud, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it was so cool.
There were people in our theater. Granted, it wasn't full, but there's a lot of people still. But there were people in our theater that were like, "Yes!"
Yeah, me and Jack stood up, dude. We stood up, and there was like an old guy who was like, "Oh!" like with his hands up, and we were like, "Yo, yo!" Like,
I put my hands up. I was like, "Yes!"
dude, it was so good, man. It was so good. Anyways, DJ,
Yeah,
sorry.
man.
I was literally on the edge of my seat.
Dude,
up, like,
so fucking dope. I can't wait for people to see that shit.
I was like, wow, like I have to go home after that.
Right? Like, how do I sleep? How do I sleep tonight?
I have to walk out of this theater into my car and go home. Like, what?
I have to go on with my
I
life.
hate Marvel for this. Kevin Feige, you son of a bitch. Why would you do this to me?
The great thing is he actually worked on all those movies too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, but dude, the implications of that alone, like Marvel for the next 20 years.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
just
You know what I mean?
saying. I'm just
Another
saying
20
this
years.
right now. Kevin is finally at the point where he got the go ahead and is able to do whatever he wants.
He's
now that
like,
he
"Fuck
trimmed
it,
some of the
dude."
fat,
He's
like some
like-
of the other executives that were working on this stuff that kept fucking with shit.
Yeah.
Like he got rid of
Dude,
some
Kevin
of those
is
people.
like, no, Kevin
And
said,
now he's doing exactly what he's always wanted to do since
yeah,
the
dude,
very
Kevin
beginning
said,
of all
Marvel
these
fatigue,
movies.
fuck you. Boom.
Yep.
Have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Just
Good.
set it on the fucking table. You want it? You want it? You better come back, baby. You need to
DJ.
support the next 3 TV shows we're about to put out, and then you're gonna get what you want.
DJ, go ahead and wrap up your thoughts, my friend.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I think it's really fun. Of course, I wish it was just a little bit longer because I definitely felt how short it was. Um, and I feel it through like some of the scenes because I felt like there might have been scenes that they filmed in between some of them, like especially in terms of like the Marvels together. Like I feel like the chemistry might have been off in some scenes, like the way like lines are delivered or like the kind of the emotions being set, or maybe it's just like to me that's how it felt to me. Maybe it was supposed to be an awkward situation in general, but it just felt sometimes awkward and a little bit forced from some of the actors, like in some lines. But that's like with a lot of Marvel movies anyway.
Yeah.
But still, I feel like they could have been a little bit more. Devin?
I just want to answer Vlad's little question right there. 3. We are supposed to be getting Echo in January, which I'm fucking hyped on.
Looks
We're
so
supposed
good.
to get X-Men 97 first quarter of 2024. Then fall of 2024, you get Agatha Coven of Chaos, and Spider-Man freshman year is also slated for this next year.
I said 3 as like a hyperbole. I didn't really.
But you were very
yeah.
close. You were
Yeah.
so spot on with that.
Yeah.
And as far as the movie slate goes, we have Deadpool 3, which is the only confirmed MCU movie.
Now,
but we're all
because a bunch of dates got fucking switched around. Yeah.
But we have 3 Sony Marvel movies this next 4 actually. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. That's something to be stoked about.
We'll see. I do know there were more date movement that happened this week. Actually, let me see. I saved it in my
When's
Twitter.
the
bookmarks.
animator strike gonna come out?
This is coming from Screen Rant 1 day ago.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
In before animator strike.
Yeah. Okay.
and then
So
we're all fucked.
new schedule. Deadpool 3, July 26, 24. Captain
that's what I
America
have.
4, February 14th, 2025.
Yep.
Fantastic Four, May 2nd, 2025. Thunderbolts, July 25th, 2025. And then
I'm surprised that one.
Blade, November 7th, 2025. So we have 5 fucking fat MCU movies in 1 year. No, 4 in 1 year. Jesus Christ.
That's one a quarter. That's one a quarter.
Yeah, dude, that's wild.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And just real quick, we're apparently supposed Madam Web's coming out on my birthday. Oh wow. Madam Web's coming out on my birthday.
I'm sorry.
2024.
That's what
February 4th. It better be good. I'm gonna go see it. It better be good.
I'm sorry. DJ, go ahead and finish up, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I enjoyed this movie. I think it's fun. I basically said everything.
All right, I got you. I got you. Genesaw, it is your turn. Your top level
Fucking
thoughts on the Marvels.
Fucking ready. Okay. I am, I think, the only person here who entered this without reservations. I was not nervous. I did not think it was going to flop. I was fucking ready. I have been ready for this shit since Miss Marvel premiered last fucking June.
Yeah, you have.
I feel so gratified. Like, I can't tell you how hyped I was for this movie and how much it lived up to it. I think that if I was going to get nitpicky, which I'm not because this is top level thoughts, but if I was going to get nitpicky, I think there are definitely things that could have improved the movie. But I do think that if you are looking for a good Marvel movie, if you're looking for a good, like, superhero, kick-ass, good action scenes, fun, witty dialogue, just enough emotional, like, stake to keep you reeled in, this is a phenomenal movie. It gives you everything that you could want from, like, a fun, lighthearted superhero movie. I feel like it's one of the first ones that we've had in a long time because the MCU has gotten so deep into the like emotional stuff and into deeper I don't know, like plot lines and story stuff, which I think is great. I love that. I'm an emotional bitch, so I love getting into that. I also love being able to show up and having them have emotions and just also kick ass. Like, I don't know, like it didn't feel as heavy as like WandaVision or even Miss Marvel or like Spider-Man No Way Home. Are you kidding me? That was an emotional fuckfest. This wasn't. It was just like really good. It was just really fun. It was hilarious. It had like everything that I think we loved from Captain Marvel. The fun like creatures and characters and Reddy Whippertay and all of that stuff. On steroids, because there were 3 of them, and they're phenomenal actresses. They're phenomenal characters with incredible powers. And like that amped everything up. Like having 3 like just incredible superheroes was so cool. And like getting to see them, like each of them come into, like, I think it was really important that like Captain Marvel was still like important, but we got to see Monica Rambeau and Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, really step into their powers and really step into what it means for them to operate outside of their individual stories. Kamala Khan especially. And Kamala Khan, I think the only thing I was a little bit nervous about going into this movie is that they wouldn't give Kamala Khan the space and attention that she deserves.
Yeah.
Because she is such an amazing character. And I think that what Iman Vellani brings to this role is just incandescent. I think that she made Miss Marvel so much better. Like, not that Miss Marvel isn't an important character, because she is, but I think she's 10 times more powerful and fun and relatable because of the way that Iman brings her to life. And the way that we got to see her in her show. And at the same time, in her show, she was operating on a much smaller scale, right? Which is what happens, right? When they're in their individual arenas, you're like, oh yeah, anybody can fight crime on the streets of New Jersey.
Right.
But now we're in space and we're going to different planets. And I think it was really exciting to see her level up in a way that made sense. Like, if she was doing that on her own, like Spider-Man style, it wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I felt like it was really like bringing together a lot of really big, powerful players in a way that was really fun. I loved that Kamala Khan's family was a huge part of the story, because they're a huge part of Kamala's story. And I think that's another thing that sets her apart as a character.
Yeah.
Is she's really one of the only characters who has a strong family backing. And we get to see that impact her powers, impact her success time and time again. And I hope that they don't lose that moving forward. I think that that's really special, and we don't get that anywhere else in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
No,
they tried with Hawkeye's family.
Yeah,
they tried with Hawkeye's family.
Did.
Yeah.
They tried.
Did.
And they
But
tried with
it's
Wanda,
not the
too.
same.
Yeah.
Did they try with Wanda?
I mean,
kind of.
Okay, Wanda tried with Wanda.
Wanda tried with Wanda. And the MCU was like, "Nah, bitch."
She's been trying
Knock
for a
you
minute.
down.
Yeah. She's still currently trying.
And then
It's
Doctor
crazy.
Strange said, "Hell nah."
No families here in the Avengers.
Sam Raimi was like,
All right. Okay, so give me the floor here, guys. I don't need you guys fucking raising your hands and shit. Okay, just hear me out. All right, just hear me out here.
Okay.
This movie is good. This movie's good. It's definitely not a fucking massive fucking game changer in Marvel by any means.
it's a
it's an acceptable movie. I thought that this was a very fun time. As Genesal was saying, she is the only one that came in to this with very high hopes. I probably had the least amount of hope in this movie, just based on
Me too.
what I understand. I just thought this movie was gonna be dog shit. There's in my brain, there's no fucking way I'm gonna go into this. I'm gonna walk out and I feel worse about this than Thor: Dark World. Right? That's what I thought was gonna happen. Because I'm like, listen, like I was like, they're gonna fuck Miss Marvel. They're gonna fuck Kamala Khan through the fucking ground. They're not gonna give us a lot of Monica. They're not like it's gonna be the same fucking Captain Marvel. It's just gonna be bullshit. It's gonna be bullshit. And I was pleasantly fucking surprised, because we got a great Captain Marvel in this movie who has personality and is fun and entertaining and has great conversations. They gave us a plethora of Monica backstory and how she interacts with the situation now with her being involved in the Marvel universe. As we talked about already, Iman Vellani as Miss Marvel, as Kamala Khan, is a shining fucking star in Marvel right now. Holy shit, did this girl steal the fucking show, because she's it in this fucking movie, man. Like all of her commentary, all of her wittiness, her like she is just, you can tell that she's a Marvel fan given a Marvel role, and they said just have fucking fun with yourself, and she said I was planning on it already, and they just filmed all of it, and it like turned out so fucking great to have her enter into the movie world rather than the series, where they can play off of that, make it feel more important in Marvel than just the series was kind of giving us. And she fucking nailed it. Excuse me. I do have some problems with this movie. Some things that kept it from being the wonderful 10 out of 10 experience that I was really fucking close to giving it. Because this like it got about halfway through the movie. I was like, this movie's fucking bomb, dude. This movie is dank as fuck, man. But there's some things I do wish they set up some B plot shit with Monica and Carol, and it is present and then dissipates in ways that I was like, what? What do you mean? Like you like the fact that she calls her Aunt Carol after they haven't seen each other for like fucking 20 years. She was like, you were supposed to be here, and she's like, I'm sorry I wasn't. And she was like, okay. What? What do you mean? No. Okay.
She was supposed to be there, but she was there, but just not when.
No, I know. She was there. I know, but my problem is how quickly she just forgives it. You've been angry for 20 years about this, and you're just like, oh, okay, all right, as long as you're sorry.
That's what I meant when there was probably a couple more scenes that.
Yeah, and so with that said, like I do agree with DJ. I do feel that the movie could have used maybe 15 to 20 more minutes of something in some direction or another, because I either needed it to be for this B plot that they set up with Monica and Carol, or I needed it for Darben, who I think is one of the worst villains in fucking MCU history, because she is just running the accuser and not as cool.
And not as powerful and not as dynamic.
I'd argue against the powerful part, but like this, we've seen her before in so many other Marvel movies that I was just like, anytime she was on screen, I was like, first off, you don't look like you belong here. There's something about you that doesn't fit everything that's happening around here.
It's her cheeks.
And I don't know if it's just because of that actress, Zsa Ashton, who's Tom Hiddleston's wife, by the way, Loki's wife.
They're not married, but she's having a child.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so yeah, partner.
Yeah, they're just partners.
She doesn't look like she belongs in this universe. I don't know. Like there's just something about her that just like wasn't speaking to me as you're a Marvel villain. Like she gave
more like who Asgardian, you know what I mean?
She gave Star Wars villain.
Dude, the spaceship looked straight out of Star Wars. I was like, that looks like
it did look sweet. It looked pretty sweet. But I don't mean she looked like a bad Star Wars villain. Like I'm just saying she looked out of place. She felt out of place in this world because and then her plot line stuff was this close to being fucking, no, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Give me a second. Give me a second. She was this close to being fucking super sick villain. Super sick, because they set up this whole thing on like Carol fucked up. This is why she fucked up. We finally got to see it, a whole scene that they cut out of the original movie. They show us how she fucked up. The villain now has a reason to be doing what she's doing. And I'm kind of like, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. Everything else around why she's doing it was fucking unexplained gibberish bullshit that I don't even think she really fucking believed. Like nothing like she was acting made me feel like, oh yeah, she believes this was for a cause, right? Like they had maybe two lines the whole movie. She's like, I have to do this for my people. And I'm like, you have to fucking do it for your people. And then the rest is just kind of like, grr. Ding! Like, this is most of, I was like, what? Like, can you give me a little bit more reason to like have faith in what you're like doing here? Like DJ said, I don't need you to be morally gray. I just need to believe that you believe what you're doing is the right thing. Because that's when Marvel villains are at their best, right? When they fucking firmly believe, I gotta fucking do this. You're like, all right, I gotta fucking do this. Let's do it. I'm here for the fucking right. Yeah, like exactly. Like there's
Thanos.
There's plenty of fucking I mean, even fucking Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger made more fucking sense, and I believed it more than I believed her. DJ, and then I'll toss it over to Devin since I
was gonna say like maybe even incorporate her like Darbin's right hand man.
No,
Yeah.
fuck that, man.
Like, he could have been. Yeah,
It, it was Wish.com Jason Momoa.
He was wish talking a lot of people.
But I was saying I was like, we see him and like he has talking in scenes with Darbin. I thought he was gonna be a more pronounced character, like maybe like he has ulterior motives. Like he could have been like that trope of like, oh yeah, the right hand man is trying to get power, but manipulating the Darbin into
he
like
just ended up being like
gathering more power, like that shit. And then he just turns into a fucking like scientist lackey. He's like, "There's not enough power. We need more power." And then like,
I need more time.
And then Darbin's like, "I don't give a fuck. You get that shit done now." And then I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Whatever.
Devin, your hand.
Whatever.
On that, how about the scientist on the Saber base when
that fine piece of man that was there? Oh my god, dude,
luxurious.
Oh my god, you beautiful piece of shit.
Kamala's dad. Kamala's dad's like with Kamala's brother.
That's why you need your
talking.
401k. Like,
and then he goes, "How old are you?" And he's like 26. And then he looks at his son.
I thought it said 206.
No,
I thought he said 200.
Did he say 200?
It might have been. It was still funny though because we might be wrong.
Because then his son was like, "Oh, you guys are the same age."
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so it must have been 200. That's still funny.
Yeah.
That guy was fucking beautiful.
So going back to Darbin though, why didn't we get like a flashback of the Kree Civil War that they kept talking about, which is what caused her which is what caused her motivation.
That's what I mean. Saying? Like that could have been
like,
an extra,
I feel like that was
15
missing
minutes
from the movie.
Like there's so much ramp up there that they could have been like, okay, like she, because we got a whole fucking memory montage with Carol and Monica. Mm-hmm. Why the fuck couldn't they give us a memory montage for Darbin?
And then a memory like included with that, like let's say we had 15 minutes of Darbin like storyline stuff, right? So we get the Civil War and maybe also an experience that Darbin had with the Supreme Intelligence that made her have that connection with this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like remember in the first Marvel Captain Marvel movie we saw Carol and what's his name, the other character, he's the villain. We saw them have their interactions with the Supreme Intelligence.
Jude
Law.
Yeah. It could have been
so like something like that would have made like her resolve more believable. Like I feel like a combination of those two things.
Yeah. Jenna, saw your hand was up.
There were two things in this movie that I like kind of wish would have happened, but like also are like kind of outlandish. I don't know. The first one isn't. And the first one I wanted to happen before I went in. And what I wanted and what I think would have made Darbin's story a lot more powerful is I wanted there to be parallels drawn between what we saw in Miss Marvel and her family's experience of being forced to leave Pakistan and what Darbin is trying to do, or what happened to Darbin's people, and what I that going into the movie that felt so clear to me. Like I don't know, it felt very obvious. I was like these are two, and I think that would have made Darbin such a more powerful villain, and it would have made the three of them more powerful superheroes in this conflict, because then you have two people whose lives followed very similar tracks at different times, right? And their people followed very similar tracks, and they chose different options, or they were given different options,
and it's unfortunate because they kind of like lean in that direction with her connection to what happens with the scrolls, but they don't like say that. They don't like have her say like, my people experience this too. That's why I gave a fuck about this. They kind of just really, they have a lot of really important shit that they like touch on in this movie that they kind of just like glaze over very quickly to get to the next fucking thing. And like that like suffered a lot for me in this movie, because I was like, even though this movie's fun and it's energetic and it was a good time and it had so much fucking good energy in this movie, there were just some things narratively that I was like, you guys kind of just like duct taped a lot of shit together seemingly, that like you were like, we need to pump this out. We need to pump this out. And so like, I don't want to say that the movie felt half baked, because it didn't. It felt intentionally baked to a certain degree that I felt like wasn't hot enough, you know, like, because if
we hit the medium rare
in universe 634, where this movie does have phenomenal narrative and like the plot beats and stuff all connect and intersway beautifully, and they explain everything and they give enough time for all the fucking characters, this movie is a fucking 10 out of 10. Honestly, this movie's another Guardians of the fucking Galaxy, if you ask me, because they have moments where they're like, oh, this is now the past adventures of Captain Marvel, along with two friends that are like learning about it. And then it's like, oh no, this is, you know, another Thor movie. And then no, wait, actually it's another space adventure. Like they have so many different things that they're doing in this that they felt like they couldn't decide on what they wanted to do, that it just kind of like made the experience very kind of like lackluster in some areas of the dialogue and narrative specifically. And it suffered a bit for me there. Jenna, real quick.
That is the second thing that I wish would have happened that I didn't think about until today when I was mulling it over. And I feel like they got so close to doing this. I feel like the movie would have been more successful if they treated it like, you know, like the underdog sports montage movies. You know, with the underdog team that you're rooting for.
Yes.
If they had taken that plot frame and put it over the Marvels, I think it would have been 10 out of 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. No, for real. Now, I do want to end things on a good note, because this movie does have some really fucking great things that it does. This movie's fucking hilarious. I don't care what anybody says. Like, I've been seeing the discourse on fucking Twitter. If you didn't like this movie, you don't like fun. And I don't know how to fucking better express that to you. Like the one thing that they did right in this movie is that they said, okay, we don't know which direction like we really want to go here. We don't know if we want to be serious. We don't know if we want to be goofy, but let's definitely lean towards this, right? Let's let this be a fun space adventure. And like we can commit that way so we don't have to be too serious. And for that, I will give them that credit, because this movie had me and Jag in the theater fucking dying. The fucking scene, oh, it's just Carol. Fucking had us losing it. Like the land, Nick's like, oh, it's just Carol. We fucking almost pissed ourselves laughing at that scene. Holy fucking shit. They like their commitment to having Nick Fury be Captain Marvel's Nick Fury rather than Secret Invasion felt right to me. And that might be a little bit of a hot take for some of you folks at home. No. But I know you guys agree. I know you guys agree.
Yeah.
Because coming off of Secret Invasion, I liked what they were doing with that Nick Fury. But to me, it makes sense that in Nick Fury and Carol Danvers' relationship, he is far more lighthearted because this is actually his friend. It's not a coworker. It's not like, one of the Avengers that he's hired to take care of the world. This is his friend. And anything to do with his friend, he's going to be a little bit more playful, lighthearted, and enjoyable to be around, especially when his fucking favorite cat's there, right? And so, like, it made sense to me in this universe to have the humor be this grandiose, because the humor hit for me almost every single beat. There is a moment where Aladna kind of gets a little bit cringe. there is a moment there where I was like, okay, maybe this is a good place for us to stop, guys. It's probably a good place for us to stop. Mostly because Aladna kind of just felt like a side mission, like a side quest in the main story, and I was like,
It was like, oh, Marvel, your Disney is really showing right now.
Yeah, it was a very like, this is a Disney ass choice, right? And I mean, like, it was still fun. It was still goofy, and it was nice for them to like put us into that moment to say, hey, like, we've got a couple heavy things here, but this is okay too. The fucking cats, man. The
Flurkin scene.
The Flurkins was just.
We don't have to say
ridiculous.
anything else because that was a very nice surprise. I actually like the way that built up.
Yeah.
Because when it first introduced like the element, I was like, what the fuck? Like, is there some crazy about to happen?
Is that a brain?
Me too. I was like, what the fuck is going on here right now? They introduced what was seemingly like a D plot out of nowhere, and then they're like, "Oh no, it's to carry us into this." Like, okay, all right, cool. Because I was worried at first because like, what the fuck is this about? Where the fuck did this come from?
What other element? Who's coming?
Power. Literally.
Yeah. I was like, Brainiac? No, that's DC.
Like alien type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was about to be some.
Yeah.
Well, it was an alien, but like, it's just different.
How about when Nick Fury mumbled "bitch" underneath his breath when he just mouthed it?
Yeah.
That was so good.
I'm in hell. Anyways, so I do want to say that this movie, I think, got some points for me because it was a really nice sort of palate cleanser after experiencing the season finale of Loki. Because that, and I know Jenna saw and DJ, you haven't seen it yet. Season 2 finale of Loki is heavy as fuck.
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You haven't either. It's heavy as fuck, and it completely changes Marvel. So like it was nice coming, like, dude, I'm telling you, Loki season 2 finale is fucking insane. And even though like there's some people that are like, oh, I don't know about Loki season 2. No, the fucking finale is it.
The episode before the finale is so fucking good.
And even the finale itself is even fucking better, man. I'm telling you. But coming off of watching that and then going into this, it was kind of nice to get this contrast of like, okay, I don't need more galactic implications here right now. Like, I'm okay with this being chill for a second. I'm giving them this last movie to give us fun, ridiculous, over-the-top story and adventure. Now, after the Marvels is done, I now need someone to fucking die. Okay? Me and Devin talked about this the other day. I need someone to fucking die, and I need someone important to fucking die, and I need it to happen now because the Marvels is my last time I'm giving them, all right, you can have fun, enjoy yourself, be a little bit goofy. I need a fucking break from the goofiness. Okay? We need a goddamn break. Wow. Give me, fucking kill Nick Fury. You know what I'm saying? Kill him.
I think, do it again. I think we're not gonna see that until Captain America. I think Deadpool 3 is gonna be crazy and wacky and all over the place, and that's our next movie.
Yeah.
But I think
dude, someone could die in that though.
Oh, there's a lot of people are. I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of people are gonna die in that movie, but it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be any of like our core 616. You know what I mean? And that's what we're talking about. We're
know.
talking Deadpool 3, there's going to be a lot of people dying. I mean, the rumor is that Deadpool kills the Fox multiverse. That's the rumor because there's a comic series where Deadpool kills the like Avengers, and I think they're doing that to get him to not only kill a bunch of multiverses, but also put together his own X-Force team that's going to be going into Battle World, because Deadpool is actually a very important part of Secret Wars, which is hilarious.
We will see, and you might change your tune when you get to the end of Loki. I will.
Multiverse seems pretty harsh.
Yeah, that's what Deadpool does. They do harsh.
Billions of people.
Anyways, let's kind of tie things off here. Devin, my friend, what is should people see the Marvels right away, and what is your final score?
Absolutely see this movie. You do need to obviously watch Miss Marvel, WandaVision. You need to be up to date with Captain Marvel too. If anything, I suggest you have to watch Miss Marvel before you see this movie.
Yeah,
like
yes.
100%.
You should have watched it already.
Yeah, it is one of the best TV shows that Disney Plus has made too.
Thank
100%. 100%.
So was
I just wish.
Shut the fuck up. I fucking knew it.
I'm like in the middle of you guys on that. I did enjoy the show, but there were some things I did was like meh. But anyways,
me and
we're not talking about that. We're
At
not
the
talking.
time, my mindset at the time was like, I enjoy this a lot more right now.
Yeah.
But if I watched it again, like now, I probably wouldn't.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy talk.
I will say the first episode of that show is really fun, and also the Daredevil part. But
I do love the Daredevil part.
Yeah.
I love him walking down the street with his boots on his back. That was
the walk
the
of
best.
shame. Yeah, the walk of shame was good. Continue on.
But absolutely see this movie. This is a fun movie, and this is a good cinematic movie too. Like I said, I don't have any complaints about the CGI. I think they were pretty good about it, especially with Miss Marvel's powers.
I had some complaints. It was okay.
Yeah, well, you didn't complain, so you lost your chance.
Well, my biggest one was with someone we can't talk about, but it's fine.
Well, I'm talking about Miss Marvel's powers.
I didn't like some of the Flokin CGI, TBH.
I thought
I was cool with that.
Remember,
cool. There's
remember when Goose was cleaning themselves?
Yeah, I hated that. That's exactly what I was thinking of too.
That looked bad.
I had to look away.
Funny.
I was like, oh.
It was funny.
I just love how Samuel L. Jackson was like, Goose, stop that.
Goose just like made eye contact.
It was funny. That was the funny
It's
part.
like
It looked bad
harder.
though. Continue on. David.
It was, hentai inspired for sure. I mean, we already know that Nia DaCosta was already talking about like Final Fantasy VII. Like, come on,
Stop.
Look, you're one to talk, Mr. Buster Sword. Call you Buster Face.
Okay. I also like hentai. Continue on.
Away from him, man.
Yeah, he gets all the jewelry so he can attach materia to it. That's what his 2 nose rings are for.
Anyways, continue down. Before I pull out the hentai dildo, just
the bad dragon.
got 3 of them in the closet right now. Don't touch me. I'm well equipped, man.
Yeah, this movie's good. I give it an 8.5.
8.5. All right, I like it. DJ.
You should definitely go see this. I thoroughly enjoy this. And also Louisiana mention, okay? Louisianians are the most powerful fucking beings in the fucking universe. Okay? Monica Rambeau's from Louisiana. Captain America Falcon is fucking from Louisiana, Delacroix, by the way. Louisianians are a top. Go watch the movie.
You know who
give
else
it an
is?
8.5.
You know who else is from Louisiana, DJ? Adam Sandler's The Water Boy.
But is he a part of the MCU? Is he?
Yeah, but you guys got the Bayou, man. You guys got some strange folk out there.
What are you talking about, dude? It's fully seasoned.
Fully seasoned.
So,
give you that.
DJ,
I'll give you that.
Fully
DJ,
seasoned.
You said 8.5?
Yes, sir. 8.5.
All right. Genesaw.
Give it to me.
I'm going to give it a 9, and I'm going to very strongly recommend that you see it in theaters ASAP, if only so that you don't get the mid-credit scene spoiled for you.
Which it is already out there.
Yeah, but like, watch it now, today. Leave your computer, go watch the fucking movie. It's amazing. Like, when Jaws dropped, curses were shouted. It is amazing. Okay, go do it right
The
now.
end of the movie is so good.
It's so good.
It's
Oh my
so
God.
good.
All I'm gonna say for everybody listening, without it being a spoiler, Iron Man 1 callback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Louisianians on top. You know what I'm saying?
It was just like it. It was just like it.
It was, but better because of who it was. I was just,
and Black Widow callback.
I just so good, so good.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, people should watch this right away. If you're a Marvel fan, absolutely, of course, you need to watch this right away.
I'm glad.
Yeah, because I mean that's like because it was like it was kind of a Tony Stark callback, like because it was kind of just
it was
Avengers
more of a
callback.
Fury. It was a Fury callback.
It was a Fury callback.
Hey,
Yes, I would take
that's
that.
Fucking spoilers. Shut your mouths.
Yeah.
Well, it could be anything, dude. Honestly, I hated when Harry Potter came into.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Why is it always Harry Potter? It's like when we go to.
I almost.
I'm trying to take him out of that fucking
Percy Jackson
franchise.
I was about to do
Percy
that.
Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
I was about to do the Harry Potter theme song.
It was really too far. We all were worried about Disney acquiring Marvel, and they took it too far, putting Percy Jackson.
Dude, they went.
Scene.
They went to the hood, and all of a sudden they had Leprechaun there. Like, what the fuck?
I almost did the Harry Potter theme song, but then I accidentally almost did the Jurassic Park one instead. My brain got confused. I was like, da, 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 da. Wait, no, that's not right.
Yeah.
Anyways, I know. DJ.
What's your rating?
Tom Cruise
What's
ever
your
gonna be
rating?
in the MCU?
I'm giving this a 7.5. This is a 7.5 for me. I mean, like that's not bad. I'm not saying that that's bad. Like if I thought it was any worse than that, it would be a 5. But I do think that a lot of the humor and good fun shit in this made up for a lot of the problems that I had in this movie. 7.5 I think is justifiable for me. I would almost give it an 8, but just that extra 20 minutes of like disposition I needed to give it an 8, and I can't justify that. You know what I mean? I can't. So yeah, 7.5, and that puts us at an 8.5 collectively from Good Kraken. 8.5.
Nice.
Nice.
Still crazy how you like Army of the Dead though.
Okay, all right, this fucking guy.
And She-Hulk, no taste.
Jenna saw he did finally admit to me that Malignant is a bad movie.
Oh, I didn't admit it to you.
Yes, you did.
I said what I said is I saw someone tweet. I saw someone tweet like, why have we been fooling ourselves that Malignant's been a good movie this whole time? And it made me question, fuck, it was Malignant a good movie? And because I'm questioning it, I'm like, fuck, like I can't even have this argument anymore.
I can't defend my choices.
It's a bad movie.
Fuck off, man. Can't translate camp. Anyways, we have our schedule.
What are you talking about?
Our schedule for next week. Next Tuesday, we have another Good Kraken podcast. We're going to be giving you guys a rundown on the Golden Sticks Awards that happened, I think last night or the night before. It was one of the two. Fun fact, Ben Starr got a best lead character for his character as Clive in Final Fantasy 16. Good guy. Love that
Nice.
guy. Love that guy.
It's probably because of all of the fan fiction that's been made about him.
Well, or maybe it's a good game. It's a good game, and he does fucking phenomenal in it. He also does phenomenal as all of his other characters he likes to play. Devin, I wish you were on Twitter more because he's like actively on Twitter, but he puts out videos of him trying out for like other roles in movies. Like what is
so? I was trying to be on Twitter more. And I think I said some shit to Elon Musk one day, like just talk shit. And my account is like legit suspended. Cannot get it reactivated. Nothing. I got suspended on Twitter.
You got suspended by the man baby?
Yeah, I think I did.
Insane.
Man, fuck Elon Musk.
Because I have tried emailing them like, what happened? Why can't I get reactivated? What's going on? And
Dude, he goes straight to his inbox, man. He's like, fuck you.
And you can ask Ernell. I don't go on there and shit post or do anything weird. I don't.
You should.
I just saw something and I think I said something like, that's funny, like in a fuck you kind of way.
Twitter also did a big run where before they turned into X, they like deactivated a bunch of accounts that weren't active enough. So maybe that could have been it too.
But I was active in a sense because I was getting tagged and stuff, and I was liking things a lot.
I mean, because
I was active enough.
All the butt porn, and now you can't prove me wrong either because your account's deactivated, so we can't go look.
I think I can still. No, it's suspended, not deactivated.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I just lied on you, and now everyone's gonna prove me wrong. Next Thursday, we have another shipwreck show, and as always, you guys can go onto our Discord, and if you are a Twitch subscriber, you can write into the show, ask us any question you want us to answer for you, and we'll give you the worst answers you could possibly ask for. And we answer for you on the show, and it's a good time. It's a fun time. Come in, hang out with us. On the next Friday for Splash Damage, our gameplay stream every week, I will be playing RoboCop Rogue City alongside my man DJ over here, who is ready to get into the power fantasy with me. It's gonna be fun. I'm really excited. I've been excited to play this game for a while because it came out, I think, a week ago. It came out last week, and I love RoboCop. So I'm ready to punch people in the face and fight robots. It's gonna be a fucking good time. Coming for that, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. And the next Saturday, we have a fucking ordeal because Good Kraken is doing our very first spoiler cast. Yeah, that's right. It's for Loki season 2. So you guys have 1 week to catch up on Loki before we talk spoilers all fucking day long on next Saturday's episode. So catch up on it. Get to the finale. I'm fucking telling you, it's one of the best pieces of Marvel content that have been fucking made so far. You need to goddamn watch that show. Anyways, watch it. Fucking watch it. Burn through that shit.
I'm gonna go watch it right now.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, you are. Please, guys, let us know your thoughts on the Marvels if you've seen it already. Let us know if you plan on seeing it, and let us know why Goose is one of the best characters in Marvel today. Let us know in the comments below. Let us know on Twitter. Let us know on our Discord. We love hearing from you guys because this has been the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. If you enjoy the show, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics of the show, get exclusive post-show content, and soon have early access episodes before they go live on podcast services across the digital sea.
Yeah.
Okay. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. We have to get going, everybody. But until next time, my friends. Oh, it's just Carol. What was that knock? What was that? Okay, bye.